The Texans have a real shot at taking down the Chiefs. Let's talk about it. What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. If you are a new viewer, welcome. If you're a returning viewer, welcome back. My name's Noah. Let's talk about some playoff football. So, the big talk of the town has been Mahomes. Is he three-peating? Is he getting sent home? Are the Texans legit? What is going on with this matchup? This is probably one of the most interesting matchups this weekend people are going to be looking at. Obviously, there are a ton of great games. We have Texans, Chiefs, Commanders, Lions, Ravens, Bills, Rams, and Eagles. But I would argue that this is one of the most important ones because this has the biggest impact on who wins the Super Bowl. Chiefs move on and advance from this game. Listen, I don't want to be a glazer, but history repeats itself, and I think if Chiefs win, Mahomes is three-peating. However, if the Chiefs lose, then the door opens up for a Ravens Super Bowl, a Lions Super Bowl, a Bills Super Bowl. Really is anybody's game. Now, let's talk about it because this is going to be hard for me to say because I love Mahomes, but there are vulnerabilities on the Chiefs. There are weaknesses on the Chiefs. The Texans have picked up momentum. CJ Stroud is picking up a little bit. Although he didn't have the best game against the Chargers this last week, Chargers kind of sold. It's whatever. I didn't expect the Texans to pound him 32-12, but it's whatever. Chargers have their own issues. The first reason, or the first way that the Chiefs could lose this game is the Texans had to get off to a hot start. Now, what do I mean by this? What I mean is that the Chiefs haven't won a single first quarter in any of their losses this season, and they were outscored by an average of 3.5 points per first half. The Texans are plus 3.9 points per first half when CJ Stroud starts. So, if the Texans can get hot and start out taking control of the first half of the game, that'll be a very good sign for them. If they start off the game and they're down 10-0, 14-3, 21-10, etc., it's going to be hard for them to come back because the Chiefs have a good defense, and it's going to be almost impossible. You let Andy Reid and his boys get ahead with the lead early on, good luck getting it back. So the first way Texans could win is establishing dominance off the start, establish a run game with Mixon. Don't force it all onto almost said Burrow. Don't force it all onto Stroud. I'm not sure what it was, if it's just a sophomore slump, but when there's no run game established and Stroud has to do everything himself, he's made some terrible throws. You need to limit those this week. If Stroud has more than one turnover, I really don't see the Texans winning this game. Joe Mixon had a rare turnover as well. He had a fumble last week against the Chargers. So this week, this specific matchup, you really want to eliminate any possible turnovers because the Chiefs are probably doing the same thing when they have the ball. They're probably trying to limit turnovers as well. I'm not expecting Mahomes to play hero ball. I'm expecting Mahomes to just do enough to win. But end of the day, I could be wrong. You really never know. So the first way they can beat the Chiefs is by starting off hot and taking control early on. The next way that the Texans can beat the Chiefs is by applying constant pressure. Now, the Texans have been doing very good. They are at a season best of 50% on non-blitz pressure rate against the Chargers last week in the wildcard round. And that's honestly a trend they've had all season that is headed the right way. When you look at that game, there were so many sacks on Justin Herbert. It looks like his line wasn't protecting him, but really it's how the Texans schemed up their pass rush. They're getting ridiculous pressure off plays that aren't even blitzes. Weeks 1 through 14, they have 30.8% non-blitz pressure rate. That was 18th ranked in the NFL. And weeks 15 to the wildcard game, they were at 37.2% for non-blitz pressure rate, which was 8th ranked in the NFL. So if they can keep pressuring Mahomes, and I know Chiefs probably have better protection than Herbert, and also I would say Mahomes is better at getting out of trouble than Herbert. Herbert kind of stood there. He had almost zero awareness at times. He really just stood there and took the beating. I don't see Mahomes standing there and taking more than 2 to 3 sacks. We will have to see, though. End of the day, Mahomes is a tricky guy. So if they can apply pressure and really trap Mahomes in the back of the pocket and give him nowhere to escape out of, because he is an escape artist, he is a magician, he has the magic wand, bro, then they have a much better chance at beating the Chiefs. It is also worth noting that the Chiefs have a couple injuries that could prevent them from doing their best in this game. McCole Hardman potentially out. Jalen Watson potentially out. So with these two guys, that leaves a slight hole in the receiving corps, slight hole in the secondary with Jalen Watson. They do have Trent McDuffie. I really like Trent McDuffie. But yeah, we're going to see how the Chiefs can adapt when they are a little bit banged up. It's going to be a good matchup. It's going to be a good matchup. I really think Texans have a chance if they play clean ball. I know I'm reiterating and repeating myself, but they need to play clean ball. They cannot turn the ball over. They cannot do stupid things. Derek Stingley Jr. has to be on his A game. He has to play absolute lockdown defense. If the Chiefs can lock up Danielle Hunter and not let him get any pressure, I feel like Danielle Hunter is the biggest force on that defensive line. If you disagree with me, let me know down in the comments. But if they can block and keep Danielle Hunter out of Mahomes' face, Chiefs are going to win. There's so many steps that the Texans need to do, and they've been playing borderline sloppy that I almost don't know if they're able to do it. Now, if they were playing a better team, better coach team, better quarterback, instead of when they played the Chargers, they're not advancing. They're really not advancing. CJ Stroud had a very average game, very below average game for his standards. Let me look up the stats really quickly. So the score was very convincing, 32-12. But when you look at the actual stats, CJ Stroud had 282 yards, 1 touchdown, and 1 interception. That is really not amazing. You want Joe Mixon to do his thing. You want Joe Mixon to get another 100 yards, a touchdown. You want Nico Collins to get another 100 yards, a touchdown. You have to feed your playmakers. Now, I don't know why Joe Mixon wasn't really too established early on, but it's whatever. The main reason they won this game is because Justin Herbert kept throwing the ball to them. He had 4 interceptions. Actually, let's backtrack. He had 242 yards, 40 less yards than Stroud that game. It was a toilet bowl, if I'm being honest. They both had 1 touchdown, but the difference was Herbert threw 4 interceptions. Now, if they can, and I don't want to even compare Herbert to Mahomes because that's like comparing a homeless man to Elon Musk, but they can get that same type of pressure onto Patrick Mahomes, then they have this game. I think it was probably 3, maybe 4 points I brought up on how the Texans could win. If they can do all that, then the Texans will move on. If Texans win, I think they will play the Ravens, and I think that's where the Texans season ends. However, let's be real for a second. Will the Texans actually win this game? Now, this is the NFL. Anybody can win any given game, any given Sunday. In this case, Saturday. But, and this is a but, it's a huge but, Patrick Mahomes is on a mission. He is not going out. He is rested. His team is rested. They were the first seed. They are very well rested. He is not one and done type of quarterback. If Mahomes gets bounced, he's going to at least win this game and then lose in the next round. But even that is very unlikely. The chances of that happening are lower than the chances of a piano falling on me as I'm recording this video. I hope you guys understand that. I'm not glazing. This is just greatness, and we have never seen greatness like this unless we're talking about Tom Brady. And even then, Mahomes is better. You guys are going to see it one day. I promise you guys are going to see it one day. And for that reason, I have the Chiefs winning. Will it be a dogfight? Yes. Can it be a blowout? I don't think so, but it's potential. The Texans need to play clean if they want to have a chance at beating the Chiefs. But if Texans turn the ball over, if Mixon, God forbid, fumbles again, if Stroud throws more interceptions and just plays like an idiot, he's not playing against the Chargers. He is not playing against Herbert where he's going to throw more turnovers and turn over the ball over more interceptions. He's playing against the goddamn Chiefs, bro. With the GOAT. The King Mahomes. If Texans want to win, they have to put everything they have on the line and leave everything on that field, man. Otherwise, we're going to see Lamar versus Mahomes and probably another Mahomes Super Bowl. Let me know what you guys think. If you guys agree or disagree, comment down below. Let me know why. Who do you guys have this weekend between the Texans and Chiefs? I'm going to take prediction videos for all these games. These are going to be very, very good matchups. It's absolute cinema that we have ahead of us. Let me know what you guys think. Are the Texans winning? Are they beating the Chiefs? Are the Chiefs moving on? Will this be close? Will it be a blowout? Let me know what you guys think down below. If you did enjoy the video, be sure to drop a like. If you guys want more NFL content, go on and hit subscribe. Other than that, my name is Noah, and I'm out. Peace.